Hopefully we got everybody in Team Red coming back very soon, but it's going to be Boomersor taking the stage first man up as a Destro. I don't know if he's going first, but that's going to be the first man on Team Blue as that good old Destro. We got this little Seabark on the Feral Druid. Looks like he actually might be going Feral main. I like the tabard. It's a Kultira's tabard, but actually fits quite well. We got ourselves Kuroth playing on the Shaboy, maybe an Elemental. We got Zap as an Enhancement, taking a nap, and Zachary playing out the Fury. We're on Team Red. We got ourselves Andro as Alliance versus Alliance, and he's gonna be a Worgen Death Knight. What does he look like? God, the models are so good looking. I gotta be honest. Kazoo is going to be going up first as the Demon Hunter. We got Skull Candy in the back doing a bit of a dance to Lucky here, and Versace. And it looks like Kuroth is gonna get hit with a stun off the bat, playing also Enhancement Shaman, not even a double alley, not even an Elemental Shaman. This man is just gonna pop it and go so for him. I try to see if he can bail out for a second, get himself a bit of a heal, dropping down a stun onto Kazoo around the corner. He dropped down that capacitor totem, let it cook for a little bit, and is just trying to see if he can maybe get away from Kazoo. Cannot quite run far away. It's going to be popping the big blood of the enemy, trying to see if he can go for a big one-shot on the Kazoo. Is Kazoo's health going to be able to take all this damage? Is popping in that massive metamorphosis. Both of these two are transforming and trying to mass the damage into one another. You're rather trying to see if he can survive the rampage that Kazoo got working over there. It's going to be an undraw trinket popping in for them right now. Actually, let's go back to that same song that we just listened to. I kind of been enjoying that one, honestly. Just really quick, it's going to be Skyfear on for Kuroth, but his health is not looking that good. Does have a wall, and you should be using that wall right now. He's just in a bad situation, and he's going to go down without ever having to use that wall. That is a missing cooldown for that man. Probably should have used it there. Kuroth's first time, I think his first appearance in these duels too. It's going to be Boomersor up next. Shadowmill coming in for Kazoo, but he's not going to be able to evade that Cataclysm coming out from Boomersor, dropping down that Crucible for offensive nature. Boomersor popping on his cooldowns right here. Hasn't popped the Infernal quite yet. Going to be a stun to Kazoo with a double Casbolt. He is going to trick it out of that stun in order to see if he can get over to Boomersor. That succubus CC is going to continue a little bit of CC for him. Come flag in order to keep him in place with an Immolate Reap up and an Infernal dropping down on top of Boomersor. He knew that Kazoo was going to attack him with a horror effect. Darkness dropping down, actually absorbing a lot of that damage with that Darkness. Freebie Cyclotronic onto Boomersor as Boomersor does get a second Infernal and Wall coming up for Boomersor. So you can check out those Casbolts back-to-back. Short stun by Kazoo. He's still going to be able to bust out of it with a Trinket Fear onto Kazoo. Does not have an intro for that one, it looks like. Underwatch Trinket giving him a nice massive heal, but at least he is not in Metamorphosis in order to get that extra leech. Stun onto Boomersor, and this Kazoo's going to try to see if he can backflip around Boom. This is what is going to be really up to Boom to try to see to combine all his might, all his cooldowns with a free Infernal for a second to maybe get enough resources to slam out more Casbolts at Kazoo. He continues to heal himself as much as humanly possible, but last Casbolt to the face. He just couldn't take so many Casbolts back to back to back. He had to actually be just careful for a little bit. Had to be very, very careful around a Destruction Warlock such as Boomersor. And it just didn't work out well for that guy, man. He did drop down a massive Darkness too earlier, and that thing was just insane. Gonna be Boomersor getting away from Versace ahead of time, using that port a little bit early, and it's gonna keep Versace at bay. That's gonna be a come flags coming out. No hand of freedom for Versace right now, with a horror effect out for Boomersor. Versace using all of his concentrated flames offensively onto Boomersor, trying to get some sort of pressure rolling, but he can't even get over to him. AJ, my man, how you doing, my boy? Duel time, baby. Yo, can we get a hashtag AJ for the beautiful dono? And it's gonna be Versace busting out of that stun, and it's gonna be busting away from that Infernal, popping in wings right now, trying to see if he can clap out Boomersor. Succubus CC comes in. Does he go for the bubble? He's in a bad spot. Needs to use bubble at the right moment. Looks like Boomersor getting hit with a lag right now. That is very unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Oh, Versace did not give him an opportunity, man. He did not even give him a chance. He was like, you know what? You're lagging. I'm gonna clap you out. That is just not how we do in these 5v5 1v1 duels. That is very unfortunate that it happened the way that it did. Very, very unfortunate. But next is going to be Seabark. Up next. And it looks like he's lagging really heavily against Versace. What is going on? Is the whole team blue about to get DC? This was a bit of a Bit of a zooming around for Seabark. Drop down super low. Popping in wall right now. Trying to see if he can use that wall to survive. Having to power shift out of all those lows. Trying to get away from Versace. As he's still pounding him from range with all that holy paladin damage. Or red paladin damage. Oh, the holy, I guess, holy paladin. Isn't paladin holy? The spell of paladin, right? You get what I mean. I think I made sense in my head until I said it out loud. You know what I mean? And now I'm questioning myself. Wall coming out for Seabark, trying to get more dots onto Versace. Has the calm points for a big old bite. He's gonna go for a cyclone from afar. Doesn't get it. Actually, lands decided around the pillar with the stun onto Seabark. He is gonna trick it out of it. Needs to use the mobility. No more walls available. Needs to just get away from Versace. And that's all he could really do in the moment. Regrowth coming out. Spam for regrowth. Not gonna be able to spam out. Try to see if he can catch a restealth. Warlock Hellstone coming in clutch. Versace getting that underrun trick to get him quite a bit of actually healing. Thorns coming out. Seabark exchanging those crucibles back and forth to each other. Versace popping in that shield of vengeance and is looking to maybe get that shield to somehow. What just happened? Boomersor, wait. What? Boomersor is out of the arena. His body actually moved out of the corporeal. What just happened? What? I didn't know his body moves that far out of the arena. What? Does Kazoo go there? No, Kazoo is here. I think it's because Boomersor DC'd. I accidentally pressed him and we just went away. I did it again. Oh, no, it's back here. I guess he was DC'd for a moment, and now that he is back in, he sees that he is in his dead body. Very unfortunate on how that happened. Boomersor has ascended. Dude, he's in a better place. Well, yeah, now Boomersor is out of here. Because now when I try to go to Boomersor, the camera gets stuck like this, so he doesn't, like, track to a person. But I guess when they're DC'd, it takes him out of the arena. Maybe it's, like, the way that the arena does things. Weird, but at least it's not breaking. At least it's not crashing into each other. That's all I'm saying. Seabark landing a full opener onto Versace. Gonna get a big old bite in there. Versace with that underrun trick, it should get a lot more longevity. That's gotta be Thorns right now. Cannot really hit Seabark that much. Actually, the little bit of damage he does to Seabark is bad for him. It's gonna be a stunner to Seabark. He has no way out of it. Gonna be a full wings for Versace. Does he have enough damage to clap on Seabark? Does not have enough to get a big old one shot. Gonna be a bash on the Seabark. Versace is not stopping with this. His wings are up and running. That's gonna be a re-stealth for Seabark for a second, but he does get caught out in stealth. He's still super low in that execute range, while Versace got himself quite a bit of damage going out, and Seabark is going to get himself a little bit of heals. Gonna pop out those regrows back to back. Versace is already mounted up and ready to go, but Seabark has already got himself into a re-stealth. Versace is at full health as well, has eyes available, does not see Seabark to the right of him. And I guess he's gonna just be a little bit careful here. Maybe he's waiting for another set of eyes. If only he just looked to the right, he would have been okay. And it's going to be able to land the opener 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in. Only Boomersor and Kuroth, as well as Kazoo, have been taken down. But majority of the team blue and red are still around. Versace going to try to see if he can just not hit into those thorns. Try to get away. Try to stay on mountain as best as he could against Seabark. Seabark dropping down double crucible for extra dot damage onto Versace with all those bleeds. But that underarm trinket is going to give him longevity. Does land a stun onto Seabark as he does get a cyclone. Try to go for a cyclone. And Seabark is actually going to trinket out of it before he even saw wings out of Versace. And now the wings are coming out for Versace. That's where majority of the damage is going to come out. Seabark already saw that he was going to take a lot of damage here. Barely has any health. In execute range, wall coming out. Does get him a small bit of heal. I don't even know where the heal came from. I guess it was maybe a crucible. Still trying to stay mobile. Needs to get him more healing. Does he have enough? Trying to keep a hot rolling at himself. That's all he can do. Versace trying to see if he can cut him off on the other side of the pillar. Does continue to land those loads. Does he have enough damage? He has him in that execute range. Does he get to hit him? I think he might be able to have the reach on him. He might have the range right now. He doesn't know and gets lined aside and completely. Versace having to go find the Feral all over again in the 8-minute mark. Does have the eyes available. Looks like Seabark is not going to be able to catch himself any kind of respite, any kind of breather. Does Versace know where he's at? He's looking. He's looking around. He's standing still. He's looking to see if Seabark is anywhere. Looking under. Looking to the side. He's looking, he's shifting his camera, but doesn't want to give away which direction he's facing in. He's probably looking behind him more than half the time. Oh man, there's just going to be another opener by Seabark. He's going to take it into the dampening. He needs to find a way to deal with this Paladin, and if he needs to prolong this duel a little bit longer until the dampening, he might just have to. Going to be a hard to Seabark, while Versace popping out big wings, lots of damage out of the Paladin. The holy damage of the Paladin, holy crap, the damage right here coming out of him is going to set a judgment, almost canceling out Seabark completely out of the duel. Try to see if he can catch up to the Feral, walk him out for Seabark again. Does he have enough mobility to run away from the Paladin yet again. Versace has another underrun trinket pocket for him, and it's going to be 9 minutes in. We are going to start getting into some heavy dampening here, boys, at the 10-minute mark. But oh my god, so far Versace has had such an advantage. Every time he could just turn the damage around on a Seabark, that Feral is just way too squishy, not enough self-heals, and with the lack of double wall, it is a little bit rough to stay with the Paladin, because they can just turn it around on you so hard. In a single stun and with a set of wings, especially with Versace, if you have the right resources, the cooldowns, and the rotation, which you should use your burst, and if you have any kind of on-use trinkets to work with that, it could be huge. That's going to be Seabark getting hit into a stun, and Versace is going to punish him for not trinketing for a second. Even though there's thorns on Seabark, look at his health, man. The Paladin sustained damage is quite good. Maybe he tried to go for a rebuke here. Might have not gone for a rebuke. Seabark is still in the bad situation. While available very soon, doesn't even have it. And without a trinket, Versace did take him out. Versace is playing a more consistent build. He does have great bursts, but he is leveraging the fact that, okay, you're not going to pop a trinket, you're not going to pop cooldowns, you're not going to pop a defensive. I'm just going to beat on you for a bit. I'm going to pump some real damage into you, and this way your health is going to be lower, and you're going to be in more trouble. So he is leveraging that. That's exactly what he did to me last week. I was like, does he have wings? No, he doesn't. There's no way he could do that much damage. Even though he had a blessing of protection on him, I was like, I don't want to pop a cooldown. He is not popping wings. That's why you want to commit most of your defensives. And here is just leveraging that to his extent. Gonna be Zachary up next as the Fury Warrior, landing us down onto Versace. Double underrod trinket for both of these plate-wearing classes. So it might allow Zachary a little bit more of a setup here. Is gonna try to see if he can charge off of Versace's Shield of Vengeance and maybe get himself a little bloodthirst. That is going to be his massive heal right now with Enraged Regeneration. Bob coming up for Versace. Knows that he might be able to get the win here in a Bob. Zachary does not have a Reflect to deal with a Blessing of Protection and dealing with the Hodges. Might be able to leap on top of Versace if he has a leap. It doesn't look like he has, and Versace going to catch up on a lot of health. Zachary does land himself a charged heal, but that's about all he's really got. Stun onto Versace. He still is holding on to a bubble. That could be a Dark Iron Ritual coming out here very, very soon for any offensive pressure. That is going to be also Crucible. Zachary just doesn't have anything. Versace, again, just PvE'd him down. Did a lot of good consistent damage without having to pop wings here. You only got a lot of cooldowns through wings, but then afterwards, Zachary's low. He's not seeing wings out of the Paladin. He's not going to be popping massive defenses. He's not going to be played very carefully. And just down he goes. Zap is up next. Versace does have a bubble. Underrod Chicken is going to give him quite a bit of healing while coming out for Zap, as he does see wings out of Versace. Good offensive or defensive counter to that offensive pressure. Blood of the Enemy coming out. That's going to be a bubble out of Versace. Does not want to let Zap get any value on his Blood of the Enemy. Zap is having to force himself heal, but Enhancement Shaman healing is nowhere near the same as that of a Paladin. And down he goes with Versace taken out. 4 people back to back to back. Boomersor gave him a nice run, but Boom did get hit with the DC. That was very unfortunate. I want to let Boom get another go, man. Boom needs to get himself another clean run, honestly. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one going. Who else got a group up and running? Let me know.